morning to everybody who is listening to this morning meditation. I'm Julia, a German member of Suburban Day, living in the San Francisco Bay Area. Today we are deepening the letter D for drinking fresh water in our alphabet for healing. I was thinking of deepening every Thursday the alphabet of healing because of the need in our world and in the life of many individual people to heal. And today this is more of a personal reflection. It's not seldom that I myself wake up at night to an inner voice telling me, "Wake, you need to drink." Because of some side effects of medicine, they dehydrate my body so very much that it is kind of glued together if I don't drink enough water. I wouldn't care since I'm sleeping, but it is not good for my body to go many hours without any liquids. So I have been wondering about this voice. In a certain sense, it sounded to me like Isaiah 55, 1-2. Come, drink, without pay, refresh, let your body rest. Drink, you need to drink. Perhaps one could say, isn't that a bit of a narcissistic understanding of the divine, caring about your body's thirst? Isn't God worried about more important things than abstract virtues? Perhaps one of my favorite passages in the Gospel that helps me to find a balance between such a human, simple God who wakes me at night and invites me to drink water so that my body replenishes, and the sacrificial image of God is when Jesus says, well, whatever I do, I wouldn't be right in your eyes anyway, would I? That's in Luke 7:33-35. Jesus says, for John the Baptist came, neither eating food nor drinking wine, and you said, he is possessed by a demon. The Son of Man came, eating and drinking, and you said, look, he is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. But wisdom is vindicated by all her children. And I really do love that passage. But wisdom, to say it in my own translation, but wisdom avenges you, defends you, exonerates you, and acquits you to be this or the other according to whatever internalized or exterior standards. Don't worry. Drink without pay. Enjoy. Be woken up by that gentle voice. So often we need to do things when we are on a journey of healing. We need to calculate and look after certain things. We try to break out of automized responses and systems, socially and personally. We try to retrain ourselves, how we use language, how we look, how we observe, how we judge. Not to just sleep through it all, injustices and bad habits, how things have been and systems have been constructed. No, wake, you need to drink. Because you change when you drink. Often it's nearly too hard to wake up. Because you changed. Your life changed when you got sick. The world changed when more and more wars and pandemics keeping people really tight and poor. A good friend of mine, or better to say good friends of mine, who adopted children from very different contexts than their own two lives as parents, often are at a point where it is very hard to do another step. They adopted these two children from very different social, economic, ethnical, and of course generational differences. And they want to create a family united. They want to create healing across all those abysms. But the smallest step sometimes is already one more than 1,000 steps. It's hard. What a gift to hear. Drink, drink, drink without pay. That's one of the reasons why it's important to realize it's not just one's decisions and one's strength and capacity, but it's rather wisdom that wakes one to drink. One to drink, so to make one aware, it's gift after all. It makes it easier for me to open my eyes and drink again, such nuisance in my mind. But the other night I nearly smiled when I fell back to bed and realized it had been a gift. All of us who are struggling on the path of healing, the society, our neighborhood, and our own or others' individual's life, understand what it means that actually in the end it's wisdom, grace, Christ who is at work. And that it's that power, and only that power, that keeps us going. So much of healing is gift, and we can't produce it, and we are not in charge of it. Gifts that we sometimes don't comprehend and sometimes don't even see, but that every time we take it, gives us a piece of our freedom back to be who we are. Drink, you might be sick, but you are free to receive anything and everything from the God who cares for the ones who suffer. As Jesus said so plainly, look, whatever, you would be judged anyway, either as a possessed by a demon or glutton or drunkard. It's either way a loss. Nobody can do it right. The only way you can be is the very way God has gifted to you. Eat and drink and enjoy how God is to you in your life. Truly surprising, even if you just take the Gospel of Luke. Jesus is involved 10 times in eating and drinking situations, always for the good of all, or for the best of the community, for the best of a person, for celebration or for the creation of justice, for holding hunger at bay or for enjoying community. In all of them it's clear. It's gift. Pure gift. The character of gift is especially so important because it protects us from an important flip side of trying to control our own journeys of healing in society and in our personal lives. Because sometimes, as harder we struggle, as more fault we feel that we are not good enough. Isn't it in the end my fault to be not enough compassionate, good, perfect, balanced, positive, ecologically healthy eater? So in the end, isn't it all my fault that this society is not better, my neighborhood, my life? No, actually, it's not your fault. It's not you that you're not healing well or better, and that your neighborhood, as incultural as it is not more united, or your community. Many social justice advocates and many patients I know feel like that though. And that's why I wanted to deepen today that understanding. Drink. Drink as much as you want. Drink. Come to me, Isaiah 55, 1-2. It's perhaps not surprising to say the Bible begins with the cry of the universe and God's creating response and separating the water that we can drink and the earth from which we can eat. And the Bible ends with a mutual cry between God and the person, come you who are thirsty, drink, in Revelations 22 verse 17. God in the form of the Spirit and the bride say, come. Let the hearer, us, the ones on the journey of healing, say, come. Let the one who thirsts come forward, and the one who wants it receive the gift of life-giving water. Today we are invited by wisdom herself to rest guilt, blame, and judgment, and to enjoy the resurrection as on the very first Easter Sunday, drinking the gift of life-giving water, drinking, quenching our thirst with the gift that only can surprise us.